So this is A is for appetite hormones. This is a part of our series from A to Z of diabetes where I basically walk you through one habit per week and one insight to really change your trajectory on if you're dealing with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or type 2 diabetes. So again, let's literally start at the beginning with the letter A. And one of the most misunderstood forces behind insulin resistance, your appetite. So if you've ever said, I'm starving an hour after lunch, if you've ever opened the fridge just to stare at it, if you've ever polished off a sleeve of crackers you didn't like, this one, my friend, is for you. Because your hunger, right, might not be coming from your stomach. It might be coming from your hormones. Now, your hunger isn't random. It's actually scripted. Appetite is not a moral failure. It's not a lack of willpower. It's not a personality flaw. It's a system. It's an elegant hormonal push and pull that tells your body when to eat, when to stop, and what to crave. So let's talk about it. Let's meet the cast of characters. One, you have the ghrelin. Ghrelin. Who came up with that name, really? We'll just call him the grumbler, right? So ghrelin is your hunger starter, right? Made in your stomach. It rises when your belly is empty and says, hey, let's eat something here, preferably fast, preferably carby, right? You can think of ghrelin like the kid in the back seat on a long road trip asking, are we there yet? Every 5 minutes. And if you feed it mostly ultra-processed foods or skip meals, right, it gets louder, more annoying, harder to ignore. But fun fact, ghrelin doesn't just respond to food. It's influenced by sleep, stress, and habit cues. It's a pattern spotter. So every night at 9 p.m., it'll show up like clockwork, even if you just had dinner. 2 is leptin. This is the fullness whisperer, right? Leptin is made by your fat cells and tells your brain, yo, we're good. We've got fuel in the tank. You can stop now. But here's the twist, really. In insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, leptin's voice gets muffled, right? Your brain stops listening. It's like someone yelling, hey, we're full from a soundproof room. This is called leptin resistance, and it creates a frustrating cycle. The more fat your body stores, the more leptin it makes, but the less your brain actually responds, right? So you keep eating, not out of gluttony, but because your off switch is broken. 3 is insulin. This is your gatekeeper. We usually think of insulin as a blood sugar hormone, and it is. But insulin also has a really interesting key role in appetite. It tells your body when you're well fed and signals your brain to curb cravings. And in a healthy system, insulin spikes after a meal, says, hey, we're good, gently nudges you away from the cookie jar. But in insulin resistance, your cells stop responding. So your pancreas makes more and more and more. High insulin leads to more hunger, more fat storage, more inflammation, and less satiety. And that's why insulin resistance isn't just about blood sugar, right? It's about hunger signals that don't make sense anymore. So what does this have to do with fiber? Everything. So fiber is like a hormone therapist for your appetite system. It doesn't just bulk up your stool like the boring brochure says. It plays a starring role in regulating hunger, hormones, and healing metabolism. And here's how. Fiber slows digestion. This keeps ghrelin quieter, longer, so you're not hungry about 90 minutes later. Fiber balances blood sugar, right? It's slower glucose rise equals less of an insulin spike, equals less fat storage, which equals clear appetite signals. Fiber feeds your gut microbiome, right? These microbes just help produce short-chain fatty acids, which improve insulin sensitivity and reduce your inflammation, both major players in leptin and insulin resistance. So in short, fiber is the unsung hero of appetite repair. So let's talk about our micro habit. We're going to begin every meal with fiber and why it works. Starting your meal with fiber-rich foods like vegetables, legumes, or chia seeds activates those stretch receptors in your stomach. It blunts the glucose spike from what comes next and tells your hormones, hey, something good is about to happen here. Or something good is happening here. It gives your body time to catch up to your brain. It calms ghrelin before it panics. It sets the stage for better blood sugar and less post-meal hunger. So try this. Eat a small side of broccoli or cucumber before dinner. Add a small tablespoon of flax or chia to your morning smoothie or oats. Start lunch with a cup of veggie soup or a few slices of red bell pepper. I said red bell pepper just because I prefer red bell pepper, but you can try any bell pepper you like. But even a handful of fiber-rich veggies first can make a difference. So let's rewind the narrative first of all. You're certainly not weak or broken, right? And you're not addicted to food. You've just been stuck in a system where your hormones are shouting over each other and your body's trying to make sense of the noise. The solution is not shame, it's just clarity. And that first step, help your appetite hormones speak clearly again. Start with fiber. Start with the letter A, right? Because when your body knows what to say, you'll finally know when you're truly hungry and when you're not. You are just one healing habit away, my friend. And if you help this, please share it. You know, there are millions of people walking around in the same fog, tired, hungry, confused, and blaming themselves for it. You never know who needs this today. So let's help each other heal. One habit, one video, one podcast, one article, one share at a time. Because next week, coming up next, is B is for blood sugar basics. We'll break down what blood sugar actually is, how it moves through your body, and why it's not just about what you eat, but when and how you eat it. If you've ever felt confused by numbers, spikes, and the idea of balancing your blood sugar, this next post is going to clear the fog. It's the missing piece behind energy crashes, cravings, and why you feel hungry even when you just ate. So all you have to do is click below if you'd like to see the worksheet that goes with this. A is for appetite hormones. Click the link below. It'll take you directly to the article that I wrote on Substack. Feel free to join Substack. Then it's actually delivered to your email, and we'd be happy to have you there. So thank you for listening, and I will see you next week. I'm Dr. Lori Marvis. Now, if you've ever taken a multivitamin, you've probably assumed it's giving you everything that you need. But the truth is, most women's multivitamins are filled with nutrients that you're already getting from your food, while skipping the ones your body really needs to thrive. And that's where the For Her Essential System comes in. I co-created the For Her Essential System with Complement, a science-backed supplement system that provides the essential nutrients women need for optimal health. It's designed to support hormonal balance, energy, bone health, and much more, with just the nutrients we struggle to get without the unnecessary fillers. What sets the For Her Essential System apart is that it is specifically formulated for women, with dosages based on the latest research, ensuring you get what you need, so you can thrive in everything you do, all day, every day. Now, to learn more and try it for yourself, visit the link in the description below and use the code for an exclusive discount. Take control of your health with the nutrients that matter most.